I'd like to bring out Irvin to discuss the future of NFTs is immersive and social. Irvin, we're excited to hear what you have to share.
Hey guys. All right, hey guys, excited to be here and sharing a bit of our actual research and work we've done over the past few months. So to begin, my name is Irvin Cardenas. I am a PhD student and I focus primarily on immersive reality, gaming and robotics. So this is kind of like the interplay between all those three things. Because at the end of it all, when you take a look and think about what does a metaverse mean, it means the application of technologies that allow you to control things like avatars. It means computer vision. And so a lot of these actual technologies or research have actually been developed in robotics. So as we were doing our research, we realized that the value proposition for the tech that we were building in robotics could be more useful and utilized within the quote-unquote metaverse or in the real world. And so that's when we started building Kiyomi in general. So let's take a step back, right? If you guys have been around the space, I don't know how many years, maybe a year or 2 years. I first got into crypto in 2012. And around 2015, 2016, and even before that, we actually had the notion of NFTs in Bitcoin and the Bitcoin ledger. So there was a few things called multi-party, for example, color coins, which essentially allow people to represent assets outside of Bitcoin by burning Bitcoins and attaching them to kind of metadata. And the first type of NFTs actually came out on Bitcoin was Pepes. They were red Pepes, right? And so as things have progressed with the notion of NFTs, we noticed that most people tie NFTs to JPEGs, right? But NFTs are more than just media, right? Because when we think about it all, what do people are currently at NFT.NYC doing with their NFTs when you see them on social media? They're creating experiences. They're going ahead and putting their JPEGs on their faces. In my case, a Bored Ape holder, for example, putting an ape on their faces, interacting, throwing parties, and engaging with each other. But the current notion is that they're JPEGs, right? And we look at outside of this notion of like particular NFTs in the digital world, NFTs could be used to represent anything of value. So it could be a land title, for example. It could be access to your vehicle, to your smart car. So stuff beyond just JPEGs and physical goods. Anything that could be used for provenance, for example. Right? And then I talked about a car, land titles, but NFTs to us, are more than just assets. They're also interactions, as I mentioned. Because when you engage with these kind of physical assets or digital assets that are backed by NFTs, there's an interaction that takes place. Like you can imagine approaching a Tesla that has some kind of NFT-gated technology, and that's an interaction that takes place. And for us, fundamentally, really, the future of NFTs is social, as kind of NFT.NYC dictates. It's also interactive, and it's fun, as I mentioned, right? Being able to kind of walk around with these JPEGs or 3D models and be able to overlay them. Because at the end of it all, I think for the past year to 2 years since NFTs have kicked off, many people use traditional PFPs as their identity, things that fundamentally represent them. Someone bought an ape, for example, that had the pirate eye patch because he collected, or he just loves pirates. This is one of my friends, actually. This is the identity. He just loves pirates. That's his thing. One of my friends, she bought this pink, you probably guys know her. Her name is Chili Rivera. She has this pink ape that wears, a blue dress. And that's how she represents herself overall. So I mentioned these things that, you can go ahead and interact, have fun. And that's what really NFT should be about at the end of it all, right? And so Kiyomi is an application, a portal that allows you to display and play with NFTs. It's a non-custodial, immersive, social wallet. And we put wallet in quotation marks because I'm pretty sure when you go ahead and talk to perhaps maybe your grandma or your mom or your small nephew, in my case, and I tell them, hey, you need to get a wallet. They're looking at me like, is this the wallet? Or the pockets? And so we have to change that notion to what the wallet means, because the wallet itself is not just purposely used for transactions. It could be more than that. It could be used to perhaps create experiences. It could be used to interact with other people through the notion of NFTs. And so Kiyomi overall in general, before we go to the demo, is design engineer and ready for the quote-unquote metaverse, as you'll see. So to give you a quick background, when you look at, for example, NFTs in gaming, in our case, we worked with artificial intelligence to design these crazy-looking models. We grabbed a legendary sword plus a dog model, and then just threw that in there, and a new model was rendered that had an actual dog face, half melted into the sword. And whenever we showed people, like, in front of the computer in a 3D software like Blender and rotated them or animated, they were amazed. But whenever we minted that NFT and put it on MetaMask or perhaps on Phantom and Solana, it's just a boring JPEG. It's static. You can't do anything. And so really the future is about that you can actually interact with NFTs, that perhaps you could drop this NFT, such as a legendary sword, and someone can pick it up. Or perhaps you can explore the notion of a geolocation drop, which in our case we're releasing next month. The ability to mint or airdrop an NFT in Times Square and be able to take out Kiyomi to identify these NFTs and collect them. It's more engaging, more interactive than looking at a JPEG PFP. So here's a live demo or a presentation. Can you guys play those videos? So basic interactions you can do is, if you ever notice, and if you've been to NFT.NYC and the club environments, a lot of people are trying to show their NFTs, right? They're trying to go ahead, hey, look at my JPEG, pull out the phone. But what if instead you could just pull out your phone and then your NFTs are overlaid across the wall, right? That's one particular use case. But what if you are a collector? What if you want to create an experience dedicated to other people? But what if you're also a curator, right, that loves fine art or loves collections? You can go ahead and put these together and create an amazing experience perhaps in an auditorium that then you can share with someone right then and there through our wallet. Let's play the other one. So fundamentally, as a wallet, you could do anything. It's multi-chain. It holds on Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, and also Polkadot. So you can create this kind of experience with the NFTs, for example. This is right here in New York. And this well is one of our wells from our actual game and our company. So imagine being able to do this with your own NFTs, being able to create, explore, and immerse other people with you. This is what Kiyomi is about, creating experiences, not just JPEGs. But with that said, that's a quick demo. If you guys are interested in talking to us or a live demo or get our test flight, definitely reach out to us. And if you want to talk or learn more, or if you're a creator or a curator and are open to some grants, we're also issuing some grants to those people that want to create with our tools and our wallet and create more immersive and engaging experience for your communities in total. To learn more, feel free to scan that QR code and register for our test flight. We're releasing it actually this week as well. So that's it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you so much. Glad that you came.